Good morning, pirates. I've got a new build video for you today. This is on the Sloop of War. Medium ship. We also call it the Blighter. Ship that excels at spreading toxins. Some say the Plague King himself breathes upon its sails, spreading pestilence into its wake. It has Plague Ringer. When attacking an enemy ship under the poison status effect, it increases the poison status effect damage by 6% and duration by 20% for each consecutive hit up to 30% damage and 100% duration. Each weapon hit has a chance to cause an explosion of 300 meters on a poison target, which deals 1,000 toxic damage to enemies. It increases toxic weapon damage by 20% and poison charge rate by 150%. It also has Spite. When attacking an enemy ship under the poison status effect, the enemy ship deals 50 toxic damage per second to nearby targets within 300 meters. For 10 seconds, decreases damage received from the targets affected by the poison status effect by 30%. So for 10 seconds, you get 30% less damage. Done to you, not done to them. The weapons are in the front. We're using the Heavenly Thunder. This one's not glitched anymore. It's just a normal sea fire electric weapon in the front. Does really well for this build. A weapon that charges and fires streaks of lightning that chains to multiple targets. When Tianelli speaks, the sea listens, the storm obeys. It does 1,355 damage. Reload is 0.38 seconds, which is extremely fast. Has Lancer, so it fires a streak of lightning that can chain up to 4 targets in proximity. Increases damage by 1% per 10 meters of weapon range. Adds 75 meters to weapon range. So we already get 75% right here. I rolled on Noxious, Amplified Electric, and Siege. And we're using the Divine Wind on the port, starboard, and stern. Increase it encased in storm dark scales. This bombard summons a lightning strike seconds after a shot lands, electrifying nearby foes. Does 3,997 damage. Aftershock summons a lightning strike after 2 seconds at the location the shot lands, dealing 2,000 electric damage. Has explosive 2 and electric 1. I rolled on Noxious, Soul Mending, Siege. On the starboard is 3997. It's Noxious, Soul Mending, and Siege. And then on your stern, 4135, Noxious, Amplified Explosive, and Siege. And I run a Little Grace 3 for your auxiliary. You can run anything here. I like to have this to get rid of severe damage after my fight or plunder or whatever. Deploys the Patchavui, which repairs damage holes, the prime choice for cautious captains. 896 is the repair. Rapid reload, restorative, like I said, to get rid of that severe damage. And then empower, so it'll actually give you extra weapon damage on the target for 10 seconds. And does stack up to 5 times, so really it can be 15%. The armor is the Nocturne Heart. Increases weapon damage while at the height of whole health. So it increases it by 15% when your whole health is above 75%. Rolled on Stout, Maintenance, and Maintenance. Furniture. The Worm's Breath Turner. Triggering shell shock on the target increases reload time of their weapons by 20% for 10 seconds. It increases secondary damage of explosive weapons by 20% and weapon damage of explosive weapons by 5%. So 5% to the overall damage and 20% to the secondary. If you don't have the Worm's Breath Turner, so many of you out there don't, just switch to the Atelier de Curvage. While above 50% whole health, it reduces income and secondary damage by 24% and increases threat generation by 15% and weapon damage by 10%. And it increases your armor by 100. It's one of the best major furnitures we have. If you don't have this one, and you don't have this one, your third option would be the Bilge Fire Barrels. At least you'll get 10% extra damage out of your broadside weapons. Plus 5%. Second furniture piece is the Bombard Minisery 1. It increases bombard damage by 10%, increases damage to structures by 8%. It also increases repair amount from repair weapons by 5%. So that's everything I have going on because I get repair from my bombards. I'm doing damage to structures, and I get extra damage on my bombard specifically. Bombard Works 1 increases secondary damage of bombard by 19%. You got the ammo priming bench to perk off of your siege. Increases weapon damage to structures by 20% for siege weapons and repair amount of repair weapons by 18% when more than 160 meters away from the target. Siege weapons deal 4% increased weapon damage overall, and repair weapons repair 7% more whole health overall. Increase projectile speed of siege weapons and repair weapons by 10%, except for the Seafire weapon in the front. And then the laden bolt array. For every 5 meters of area of effect radius of the weapon, increases weapon damage as electric damage by 2%. It reduces the reload time of electric weapons by 6%, and increases damage to enemy ships with the Stormstruck status effect by 8%. Those are all things that I'm doing because I have bombards. I have area of effect radius increase with my shell packing station here, which is perking off the laden bolt array. And now the shell packing station. Increase the area of effect radius of bombard weapons by 5%. Reduces reload time, bombard weapons by 5%. That's the build. It works really good. Let's show you some damage.
Sails at the storm clouds grin with the crack of the divine wind. Electric sparks, they light the sea, a tempest wrath. Wild and free, pieces of 8 in a chest so tight. We'll claim them all by the break of night. Thunder's call and hear the roar. Woven hall's riches are ours to score. Oh, divine wind, you strike, you sing. Lightning booms in the gold we bring. Deep iron gleams, we take, we mend. With thunder's power, there's no Through the mist where shadows creep, where the wolven's howls refuse to sleep. Iron veins like veins of fire, in woven hall we climb higher. Shatter the gates where the cannons flash. Through the sparks we make our dash. Pieces of 8, they shine so bright. With thieves of the storm, we own the night. Oh, divine wind, you strike, you sing. Lightning booms and the gold we bring. Deep iron gleams, we take, we mend. With thunder's power, there's no way. Oh, divine wind, you strike, you sing. Lightning booms and the gold we bring. Deep iron gleams, we take, we mend. With thunder's power, there's no lungs cry. A flash so bright it blinds the eye. The cannons, the storm begins. No one escapes the divine wind.
Good morning, Shrewd. Just making a YouTube video right now.
Decks are drenched in a golden blaze. The sea boils up in a wicked haze. Lightning strikes where the cannon grins. Fear the wrath of the divine wind. It burns, it breaks, it tears apart a storm-born beast with a fiery heart. Boom, boom, crack, it lights the night, the charge of the wind. No hope in sight, fire rains down. Your fate is pinned. None can outrun the divine wind. The clouds are black, the sea turns red. Sailors pray, but they're already dead. A crackling laugh from the stormy din. It whispers low, the divine. Boom, boom, crack. It lights the night, the charge of the wind. No hope in sight, fire rains down. Your fate is pinned. None can outrun the divine wind. The divine wind.
There it is. It's good for plundering. It's good for beating up on ships. It's just a lot of fun to have that much lightning. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you got any comments, you can leave them below. If you want to see future Skull and Bones videos, well, just make sure you're subscribed. Turn on your bell notifications for every time I upload, and I'll be uploading another one for you tomorrow. Hope to see you then. Later.